Well, I gotta hand it to you. That store is pretty cool.
I told you.
Thanks for bringing me here, Monica. Seeing some of that stuff was really interesting. But it alone was worth it to see those eggs again. So thanks.
Of course. Now you know where to get them in the future.
Assuming they're just as good, I'll likely be back from time to time just for them. Monica lets out a small chuckle.
Well, I'm not sure about you, but I'd like to check out the bookstore.
Let's do it. I mean, if you want me to come along, of course. Nice going, moron.
That was kind of the idea, yes.
Or not. Heh, I knew that.
Come on, it's back near the heart of the city.
Lead the way, Madam President. After some small talk about exams and a short walk later, we're at the bookstore. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, I've been interested in broadening my horizons a bit. Although I run a literature club, my tastes are kind of narrow. So I'm looking for something new, I guess. Any suggestions?
Well, there's one book I really enjoyed recently. It's called Aegis, Beginning of the World. It's fantasy, though, so I don't know if that's something you'd enjoy.
Broadening my horizons, remember? What's it about?
Well, it's about this world called Norist. A land of an endless sea with massive creatures called Titans serving as land masses. It kind of focuses around a sword with an interesting backstory, to say the least. I don't want to describe too much because it kind of spoils things, but it definitely gets my vote.
Sounds interesting. It doesn't sound like something I'd normally go for either. You've sold me. Let's see if we can find it.
It should be around here somewhere. I enter one of the aisles. It should be under A. Flipping through the A section, I realize I can't see it anywhere. Maybe they don't have it?
Is it kind of niche? I find the store is more tried and true, so they may not sell it.
Oh, it's niche, alright. It took a whole petition just to get it localized in Japan. But it's become a bit more popular lately, so I thought there might be a chance. I guess not, though.
That's too bad. It seemed interesting.
Well, it'll turn up another time, I'm sure.
You're right. For now, I'll go with a recent suggestion of Yuri's. I've been meaning to get into some darker themes, so that'll do the trick.
Yuri recommended something dark? I wouldn't have guessed.
Don't be rude, Hallie.
Heh, my bad. It's just kind of her thing, you know. You have
a point, but still.
Actually, her thing is fantasy. Right, sorry, Monica.
It's fine. Your punishment is another Sayori tickle ambush.
Not again.
Be happy I'm letting you off easy. If it was me doing the tickling, I wouldn't let you go so easily.
I think I'd like that more, if anything. Oh, is that so? Well, I'll thank my lucky stars it isn't you then.
As well you should.
We share a laugh.
I'm just going to go pay for this, and then we can get going, all right?
Yes, Miss President.
Oh, stop.
I give her a salute as I head for the exit. I notice a slight eye roll before she exits my vision. As I step outside, I'm hit with a sudden realization. This was the last stop Monica wanted to make. We'll likely be parting ways soon. How do I extend this? I need to find a way to tell her. Somehow I have an ounce of confidence in myself. I can't just let this moment pass me by. But how? I see a vacant bench a short distance away. That just might work. With my master plan formulated, I idle in front of the bookstore waiting for Monica's return. After what feels like a couple of minutes, Monica finally exits the store.
Sorry, Hallie. That cashier really didn't know what they were doing.
Why's that?
First they told her they didn't accept card, yet they had a working machine. Then proceeded to tell me they wouldn't take a 5,000 yen note. I don't know how they expect me to pay if they won't accept anything. I finally got him to accept my card. Seems like he just didn't want to bother using the machine for some reason.
Aren't machines usually easier?
You would think. Sorry, this isn't the first time that cashier has given me trouble. I don't mean to get upset in front of you or anything.
Don't worry about it. You're not irrationally upset or anything. It's a legit reason to be frustrated at very least.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Monica trails off. Looks like this is my chance. Hey, Monica? Do you mind if we, take a seat on that bench over there? My feet are killing me all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, that's no problem.
Thanks, I think the walking is catching up to me a little. We place our bags down and sit on the bench in relative silence. I feel my anxiety starting to flare up like mad. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I should just bail. Maybe I'm just being crazy and this is a completely stupid idea. Maybe I...
Hallie, are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm cool.
Are you sure? You're sweating.
Oh, I am? It must just be warm.
Hallie, I'm not stupid. What's on your mind? You can talk to me.
Oh god, now Monica's concerned. This is a disaster. What the hell am I doing? I should just get up and leave. No, be a man and tell her. She's not gonna bite. The worst thing she can do is say no. You got this. 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. Look, Monica, I think you're really great, and, I take a deep breath. I can do this. Monica, I like you. As more than just a friend. I've had this on my mind for a while. I've been stuck in my own head over this for days. I like you. You're someone I admire. I enjoy my time around you. You make me feel better about myself. I know you've probably heard this 100 times from 100 guys. I'm sure I'm no different. I needed you to know. I look into Monica's eyes. She stares back at me, silent. Seconds feel like years as I wait for some form of response.
I'm sorry. I need to go. I can't do this.
Monica quickly stands up, grabs her bags, and runs off, cutting through a crowd of people. What the hell was that? What the fuck just happened? Did she seriously just leave like that? Not even a response? I couldn't even get a no? I place my head in my hands. Do I not deserve an answer? Am I that bad? Was it that ridiculous of a question? This was a mistake. I should have just bailed. I was just being crazy, and this was absolutely a stupid idea. Is this what it's like to have your dignity crushed? I feel a tear form in my eye. Am I really crying because of this? Ugh, what the hell is wrong with me? What a joke this all is. I open my eyes. I notice I'm clearly getting some strange looks and stickers from some people nearby. But I don't care at this point. I've already lost all dignity, so who cares? I need to just get home. This is gonna be the longest walk home of my life. After what feels like the longest half hour of my life, I finally enter my doorway and slam my front door shut. Entering the kitchen, I toss the bag of groceries on the table. I have no desire to put anything away right now. I don't really feel like doing anything but laying down and sulking. Screw studying, I'll manage tomorrow regardless. I collapse onto my bed, head first onto my pillow. I let out a long sigh and simply allow myself to mope. Apparently I'm undesirable enough to not even warrant a response, so I might as well. I slam my fist into my mattress. Why did I think this was a good idea? Now I've very likely ruined a friendship and a club dynamic. I should have trusted my gut in the first place and just done nothing. So much for moving on. Now look what I've done. I feel so many different emotions right now, I can't even pinpoint what I'm feeling. Embarrassment, anger, disappointment? It's likely some amalgam of the three. Whatever it is, I don't exactly feel good about myself. I'm just gonna lay here for a while.
She did that? Really?
Yeah, just up and left. Didn't even give me a response. I guess that shows where I stand with her.
Don't say that. I'm sure she had some reason to react like that. That doesn't seem like something Monica would do.
Well, she did. I'm going to let her come to me about it. I'm not going to fish for an explanation.
That makes sense. Try not to be too mad. I think she'll come around.
I'm not holding my breath. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm going to head to sleep.
Okay, night, Hallie.
Yeah, night, Sayori. I hang up my phone and place it on the kitchen table. Staring back at me is the bag of groceries from hours prior. Thank God I didn't pick up anything needing to be refrigerated. Guess I should put this stuff away. I begin placing the items in their respective spots in the kitchen until I'm left with only the Affy egg that I purchased. Not really in the mood for that right now. I place the egg on the counter and head to my room. The clock on my wall reads just after 10. I didn't get much of anything done besides shopping. I'm gonna have to wear the dirty uniform again. But who cares at this point anyway? Stay with that question. I flop onto my bed, moving slightly to shut my light off. I let out a long sigh. This day turned into a shit show. Tomorrow can't get much worse, honestly. Unless I bomb my exam, which is incredibly likely. Luckily, there's no club this week. I don't have to face the music on that until next week at the earliest. Gives me time to grow the hell up, at least. I restlessly lie in bed. I'm hardly even tired. But my body refuses to do anything but simply lay down and do nothing. The only logical thing to do would be to get a good night's sleep. I just don't get this. Monica and I were getting along pretty well. Even more than pretty well, it seemed. Where did this come from, and why? Maybe I'll never know. If that's the case, I've lost a lot more than pride. I hope we can at least be friends still. I really do. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The darkness and the slight sounds of night slowly put me at ease. After a short while, I find myself feeling drowsier than before. Within a few moments, I drift off to sleep.
Pencils down, class. Please flip your exams face down and I'll be around to collect them momentarily.
Finally! After a grueling week of non-stop studying, exams are over. I can't remember if there's only one Ellen grueling or not. My first exam didn't go so hot, due to not studying much the day before. After that, I decided to put my head down and focus on my next exams. Not like there was the literature club or anything to focus on. That worked to my benefit, honestly. Not having to face Monica this week has been somewhat comforting. Our schedules are vastly different, making it so I haven't seen her at all this week. Thankfully. I don't exactly have the nerve to face her after what happened Sunday. Siri said she hasn't said a word about it, which I guess I'm thankful for. That likely means she hasn't told the others about it either. Personally, I've come to terms with the whole thing. She doesn't feel the same way about me, which is fair. But not getting any form of answer hurts. But it is what it is. If she isn't telling the others, maybe the club dynamic will be safe. Our friendship won't be, but I guess that's just what happens in situations like this. I still get the rest of the weekend to dwell on things before facing the music, at least. Katsumi approaches my desk and takes my exam from me.
Feel free to leave, Hallie.
Thanks, sir. Katsumi nods and continues on to the next student. I collect my things, swing my bag over my shoulder, and exit the classroom. As I walk out the door, I see Monica standing against the wall. We make brief eye contact before I turn sharply towards the school's exit. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Hallie, wait! I need to talk to you.
I quickly spin around. Oh, you do? Funny that now you have something to say. I guess I'm not over it yet. Monica looks at her as if she wants to protest, but holds back.
I understand that you're upset, but can we please talk about this?
Sure, I'm all ears.
Thank you. Let's go to the club room. It's more private.
I shrug and follow her to the club room. We make our walk in complete silence. With it being exam season, the halls are completely empty. Only the sounds of our footsteps can be heard echoing through the hallway. After what feels like a painstakingly long walk, we find ourselves in front of the club room. After you.
Thanks.
Monica silently enters the club room as I follow behind her. She walks over to the front desk, sets down her things, and makes eye contact with me once again. Whatever you have to say, by all means.
Thank you, Hallie.
Monica takes a deep breath before starting again.
First of all, I want to apologize. The way I reacted Sunday was out of line and uncalled for. I can understand you being upset at me because of it.
I scoff. Yeah, a bit.
I feel I owe you an explanation if you're willing to listen, that is.
I don't have much of an excuse not to. Might as well hear her out. I've got time.
Okay, well, I reacted the way I did for a couple of reasons, I guess. First of all, I guess part of it was that I was simply overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed?
Overwhelmed with yet another decision put in front of me. My whole life, I've listened to others about what's best for me, not being allowed to make large decisions for myself. Me living alone wasn't my decision, it was my parents'. Me taking on all of these extracurriculars was snapped at my teachers.
Extracurriculars, one word.
While I'm grateful for being given those opportunities, the fact is that I can't say no in those situations. So when you told me what you did, it felt like I was being presented with yet another opportunity that I could make a decision on.
I mean, I understand that, but it's not like I was forcing you to confess your unending love for me. I was just telling you how I felt.
Yes, I know. I know that wasn't what you were doing, but in that instance, that's all I could think of. But I know that was wrong. I put you in an incredibly embarrassing spot because I couldn't keep it together. I'm truly sorry, Hallie.
Monica looks me in the eye, a look of complete apologetic endearment in her eyes. I guess I can understand where she's coming from. She seems genuinely sorry, too. It's alright, Monica. I get it, I do. But I won't lie, it really hurt being left in the dust like that. I understand if you don't feel the same way. I'm not one of those psychos that think all women should think I'm a desirable partner just because. But even a simple no would have done the trick.
Well, here's the thing. A simple no wouldn't have really done the trick in this scenario.
And that's because...
Well, it's not what I would have wanted to say to you in that moment.
Huh? I raise my eyebrow.
The other reason I ran off is, well, there's been so many times I've been approached by guys around the school telling me how much they like me. It's all hollow. But I didn't feel that with you. When you told me how you felt, I felt my heart jump. When you told me, something clicked inside me. Something that's been in the back of my mind for a while came to the forefront. When that happened, I guess I was afraid of making the leap. I was afraid of admitting it to myself. But I'm not afraid now. I know how I feel.
Is she really going where I think she's going?
The truth is, I feel the same way about you. All those things you said about how I make you feel like a better person. That's exactly how I feel about you. When I'm around you, I don't feel afraid anymore. Everything that I have going on seems manageable when you're with me. I really like you, Hallie.
Really?
Yes, I mean it. I'm so sorry I screwed all this up. You probably don't feel that way about me anymore after all this.
Monica looks down. If I didn't know any better, I'd think I saw her eyes water slightly. Monica. She likes me. I can't stay upset with her. What she did hurt, but I understand. It seems like my questions are confirmed. She doesn't have the perfect life. Alright, or although, who does? I look at Monica. Who am I kidding? Of course I still like her. I take a deep breath and place a hand on Monica's shoulder.
Hallie.
I still like you, Monica. How couldn't I? I understand why you did what you did. While it hurt, I get it. You had your reasons, and they're perfectly valid. So you don't need to worry. It's water under the bridge.
Hallie. You mean that?
Of course, Monica.
Thank you.
Monica quickly wipes her eye. Here goes nothing. Well, I do have one thing to ask you.
Huh?
Would you want to go on a date sometime, then? Monica looks at me for a second, then laughs.
Do you really have to ask? The answer is yes, silly.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm free tomorrow afternoon.
Eager, are we?
Maybe a little.
Tomorrow is perfect, Monica. Monica smiles.
I'm glad. Thank you for being so accepting. And, well, giving me another chance.
No need to thank me. You're giving me a chance, too. Even if it took you a little bit.
So, where are you taking me?
It'll be a surprise. How about that?
A surprise, huh? I'll be looking forward to it.
Why don't I meet you at your house? It's on the way to where we'll be going.
Sounds good to me. Oh, Hallie, one more thing.
What's up?
This.
Monica quickly envelops me in a hug. I freeze for a moment before reciprocating. I catch a whiff of her perfume. The scent gives me a hint of vanilla. I like it. After a moment, Monica releases me. If all I had to do to get a hug like that was confess, I would have done it ages ago. Monica blushes, clearly embarrassed, although I'm likely in the exact same boat.
Shoot, I need to speak to the librarian about a textbook for the last term of classes. But I'll see you tomorrow.
Wouldn't miss it. Monica lets out a slight giggle.
Have a good night, Hallie.
You too, Monica. I flash her a sincere smile, give her a wave, and exit the classroom, making my way toward the school gate. Wow. That just happened. Monica feels the same way about me. Seriously? I gotta be dreaming. I need someone to pinch me. For how distraught I've been all week, I'm riding pretty high right now. Now I just gotta think of something for us to do tomorrow. Oh, and tell Sayori. She's gonna freak when she finds out. Maybe I should just call her instead? Saves me an attack hug. Or glomp, as the little gremlin calls it. Weirdo. I pull out my phone and dial Sayori's number. You know, before we make that call, I kinda need to wrap up for this session because, like, I'm recording this in the morning before work because I didn't feel up to it last night. But that is going to do it for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Emerald Affection. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.